Hey, 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 hey. Man, y'all, last night, for some odd reason, it was extremely warm. I woke up this morning, I had opened my window, it was extremely cold. Um, so right now I'm in pajamas and a hoodie because it is extreme. Now I had to close the windows. See, that's what happened. But last night I felt like a hot box, y'all. And I did not want to have nights. I did not want I didn't. So let me say good morning. Let me say good morning. Tina, how you doing, sis? Mama Ann, how you doing? Susan, how you doing? How you doing? Man, I'm telling them night sweats the worst. And then if it's cold, Jared, how you doing? Jared Stalk, good morning. How you doing? Um, and the worst part is like with them night sweats, if you sweat up a storm and if you've ever had those kind of sweats before, anybody, if you've ever had those kind of sweats before, especially to the ladies, oh, you'll be freezing as soon as you come from under those covers. As soon as you come out to just take off, bossy, how you doing, sis? How you doing? So last night when it was warm, but the heat kept coming on. So that's why I'm like, it is so hot in here. So y'all see, I got these block windows. So all I did was open the little, the little part you can open to let air in. Man, y'all, I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, go to the bathroom. It was freezing in here. I mean, it was freezing. And I've been up since 6. And that's why. That's one. I was slamming closed windows and stuff. Man, feel the love. How you doing, sis? How you doing? Man, I gotta get to Lake Minnetonka. I'm telling you, sis, I gotta purify. After this lawsuit, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. My lawyer was like, I can't talk about it till I can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? That's what he trying to let me know. But he definitely let me know who all we putting on this lawsuit. Because it's time. It's time. I'm tired of these fingers being used for typing comments. I need them to ching, ching, ching. And if you, that's what I need them to do. That's what I need them to do. I need them to be for something good, something positive, something that helps me. You gotta let them know about it. I think I got one of the Just John. Good morning. Good morning, King. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. How are you? But yeah, I uh so yeah, so like I said, this morning it was freezing. And you know how you wake up so early. Oh, I'm not in my other chair. Look, this one high. I'm like, wait a minute, what's the when you used to something? I was like, wait, this isn't too high. Yeah, I woke up this morning. It was freezing, and you wake up so early. Like, well, everybody not up, so I'm just watching, see what's going on. Watching, check out Grace Case. How you doing? How you doing, sis? I'm gonna just check around, see what's been going on. And a lot of people gonna be talking about. I mean, all over, not just here, all over, gonna be talking about the Jaguar, right? And one of the main reasons is because it's gonna show Jaguar right going down, and that she shouldn't be credible to nothing she's saying. Cause man, really, I got up on Jaguar Wright on YouTube a few years ago. See, I know who Jaguar Wright. First of all, I told y'all the Best Man, the original Best Man, is one of my favorite movies of all time. One, because I think Spike Lee is a legend, and the fact that Spike Lee did not write the Best Man, his cousin did. But the fact that he put that movie together and it felt so real, like I felt like it really represented Black people in a good way without having us to have that same old story. And I was like, so I love the Best Man. I love the Best Man, even with cheating, because that happens. Cheating is on the person, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, um, I love that movie, but Jaguar Wright got one of the best songs up in the movie, to be honest. You know what I mean? And I knew she was part of that camp with Jill Scott and them, because I'm real big on that thing with music. And so I knew she was part of that camp back in the day. But a couple of years ago when she came on, and Jay, what's up, Jay? Just Jay. Hey, how you doing, Jay? Says you in the building, Joshua. How you doing in the building? How you doing? But a couple of years ago, I'm really gonna say about three that I know of. She was going ham. I mean ham. She was out there ham, a hot ass mess, ham like a mofo. She was on Jay, bad. She Jay-Z. That's the Jay I'm talking about. Not you, Jay. Not you, Jay. Jay-Z. See, he got something behind his name. You just Jay. So he she was going at him, oh, man, big time. Then she went at Jelly from Philly. She went at Jelly from Philly. And Jelly was responding in subliminals on her IG and shit. You know what I'm saying? But she went at Jelly from Philly. She went at Clyde Davis. She went at a bunch of people. She went at Clyde on like Twitter or something. They were like, oh, we removing you. Instagram was one of them. I can't remember. Then one night, I'm watching Nosy, and who pop up on there? It's Jaguar, right? Now she been trying to move around. She done had her Tasha K experience and her, you know what I mean, her Storm in Monroe. So now she done popped up over here. And anytime she come, even when I fast forward to the other day, she was on AT2s at first. Now she came back. When she came on there, she was spewing out stuff. At one point, she said, man, and my husband don't even know this. And she's like, I slept with such a... In the background, if you listen, go back and watch that. If you listen in the background, he said, oh, shit. And it sounded like he punched something or he hit something. Because think about it. First of all, when I think of a man, I think of a king. And I had to stop putting men in different places, like where you're emasculating them. If a man is a man, then I hold him in the highest regard and the highest respect. They the foundation, you know what I mean? It's a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a lady or a girl. But anyway, and I thought, man, I wouldn't even do that to my husband, where I'm making you look like less than anything, you know, whatever you are. And if you trash, then why am I staying with trash? So when everything just escalated right now to where she at with this story, it's like, hey, want to go deep with both of them. That story alone is deeper than the Atlantis. If y'all think Jen Bailey done spewed shit out her mouth about somebody. Y'all think Sparkle done said some stuff out her mouth about some people. Oh, Jaguar, right. And that mouth is vicious. I done seen her in the hospital doing a live, going in, talking about celebrities, Tasha K, Storm Monroe, baby, you had to see it. But that guy she's with, that Solar, y'all really dancing with the devil if y'all start investigating on him. I'm telling you. Because he is definitely toxic. And if you start following where he comes from, and you start following him and the real story on him, I guarantee it's going to trigger everything dark you ever thought about. He is a part of a cult. And I thought when she was with him, first of all, what the hell? But I also remember, if you go back, this is when she was still over on Nosy. When she was all on Nature Boy's jock, when he wasn't even worthy of a conversation to me. He wasn't worthy of nothing. And she was kind of on. So I said, that shit go deep. That's why I kind of dance about even talking about it. But I see, because I know it's deeper than just what we saw the other day. Way deeper. And I'm not talking about just mentally deeper. It's deep. And I'm talking about the stuff that's actually on the internet that you can watch. That Danny's not just saying this. The stuff on Nature Boy, Solar, all them. Oh, that stuff is on the internet. Many people have covered it. Sweet Ma, the only reason I know who she is because I've watched her do documentaries, literally Survive and all those type of documentaries on this man. And I'm talking Nature Boy in that code. It's like called Carbon Nation or something. Yes, yeah, and that he comes from that, and it's deep. It is deep. It's deep. It's deep. I'm not even gonna say the things that are happening on here. It's deep. It's very the things they've done to women, deep to each other, children. It's deep, and that's not me making an opinion. That's me telling facts, and you can make an opinion off what you think of that. But I don't even want to dance in them stories. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Bringing in people that actually come. I watch when people talking about it, like King Payne, Sean Daly, Rabbit, all of them are covering it and covering it well. I definitely watch. I definitely watch. But I'm telling you, 2 years ago when I started watching Sweet Mom, and I selfie, hey sis, Corn's mom, hey sis, how you doing? When I started watching her and she was covering it and talking about Nature Boy, I started watching other videos on it. And it got so dark at one point I had to stop watching it completely. It was dark. It was dark. It was dark. I think they call it combination. I can't think of it's dark. It was dark. It's dark. It's you know how we get everybody out here be trigger warning, trigger warning. No. This shit is trigger warning. Trigger warning. When Nature Boy finally went to jail, I was excited. I didn't know if they had got him to jail, it was dead. It's off the street. Period. Mm-mm. But I know that guy is the junior to him. Mm-hmm. I know that guy wanted to be him so bad. He's been with him. I know that much. I know that much. I know that much. Mm-mm. 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 And it's a black coat. It's a coat. It's definitely a coat though. It's definitely a coat. There's not a mistake into it. It's a coat. It's a coat. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Couldn't make none of this up. Mm-hmm. And the fact she nephewing him up and stuff, you don't even know him. You don't know him like that. And if you just go off what you've seen, I mean, videos, actual videos of this, I'm not even gonna say what I've terrible things to women. Videos of them terrible things to women. Having they women box each other. Bow, 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 bow. The same women that all your women, man, boxing, banging. I'm talking y'all, and I'm telling y'all the nice stuff. I'm telling y'all the nice stuff. So I'm like, how could you not be, girl? That's your not here. Well, uh, y'all, boony. Watching that shit is like playing with a Ouija board. You're letting spirits and things into your mind and body. Because let me tell you something about the world. You better know everything you think is good and everything you think is bad is going on in it. Because it is. And sometimes it's better not to know that some of that stuff is going on. Unless you're about to be part of the takedown and it's not going to be that easy. Because if it was that easy, I wouldn't be able to tell you it's all these videos on the internet you could watch and see it. It's deep. It's deep. It's deep in the cover zone. You gotta go in it, but I already knew. Like I said, I've known all these stories. I've been like I said, watching. Dang, All them interviews. All them people. Mhm. I definitely know. Oh no, Corey Mom, you're fine. You fine. No, this ain't a serious conversation at all. I was just talking about that stuff with Jaguar Wright and that guy Solar, but I was breaking down from what I've seen on both people. No, you didn't do nothing offensive at all. So I'm still cracking jokes. Yeah, he brainwashed those people. It's a cult. That's why I said that's deep. So if you bring up these people, you better know who you're talking about. Cause that's deep, and Solar comes from that code. He comes from that. He was Soldier Boy's what I used to call Little Flunky, and I thought his doggone lover. Yeah, that stuff. I'm telling JJ, I was like, oh, it's too deep. It's too deep. Oh yeah, and he said, wait, but then Solar said he didn't. He didn't hit me. But Corn's mind, I'm trying to see what joke you made because I wants to laugh. No, we're not having a serious this morning. We talking about that Jaguar right. I was just saying because I saw a lot of people are talking about it, and everybody's talking about it all over. Everybody's talking about it because like I said, it's a lot of people, especially in the industry. They do want to see her fall down, but like you know what I mean. Like she didn't say they all want to take her out, but they want to see her fall down. Like shut up. And one thing about when you trying to get people to believe, you can't start lying. Because then they don't believe or see any or hear anything you say. Crazy kids like, but yeah, no, that stuff is deep. Christina, how you doing? Yeah, she went after everybody. There's nobody she didn't go after. That's what if you've listened to, I'm telling you, I have heard her literally go after everybody so bad that what's his name? Is it Qualib? Y'all know what I'm talking about because I know, man, Qualib, he's the rapper. But anyway, she went all so bad on how when she messed with him, this was going on, this was going on. And that's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all know how many times she done sat in that car in front of her husband, talk about all these men she slept with, men who had her strap on. Yeah, you be like, wait, your husband is right here, honey. Like this is disrespectful, even if he know. He don't want the world to know. He don't need, you know. I literally heard, man. I'm telling you, please. Am I blocked? You might have been because I think you green over there, ain't you? You green over there at TL's, right? Mm-hmm. Trust me, it's never too serious to get to that lawsuit. I ain't never talking about nothing too serious to get over there to that law. Talk about that lawsuit. You're not blocked today. You're not blocked today. Now, at least while the lawsuit going on, I need to see where you at. I need to see your correspondence. So I need to know. Wait, nobody got it because everybody's like, I see ya. Corns, I see ya. I see you, sis. Wanda, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, man. That's what I told you. That's what I just said. Wanda said, even when I think about it, when I saw the video, because this how I knew she was back in like messing with him like that. Because like I said, back in the day, like a year ago or so, whenever it was that she first had Nature Boy on the phone and was talking, she was trying first it was trying to go in on him. Then it was like she wanted to like talk to him. Then she was talking to him and like, why she trying to get close with this dude? And then so when she did that live, when she on the phone cursing out the police about her son. It's her son. Okay, all that. That was about 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, when that incident happened, and she's sitting there, and I said, "Is that little?" Because he looked like somebody I know. And I said, "Is that little boy that's in that coat?" And why is she laying? Now she laying in the bed like this, and he kind of, you know, how you sitting on the edge of the bed, and you leaning over somebody like this. He's sitting like this, but I'm like, why are they in the bed? And she's a whole married woman. But see, I ain't know at the time her husband, he was living with her, and her husband's allowing her to be this close to this man. You know what I mean? Okay, so I said, well, this is weird. Then she doing all these videos with him. I'm like, wait, they really kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Then it was one more thing that I knew, like, I was like, this is off. And I just saw the explosion coming, but it was something before. Because see, by the time they in that bed talking about the police, that's when she kind of acting like she getting ready to leave. You know, like, oh, I was just on a live with King, and you know what I'm saying, King Payne, which I love King Payne. I've been a supporter and a subscriber to, and a subscriber, supporter, because I believe when you like people and you love them, you're a supporter. To King Payne, because I think he's multi talented. He's going to be super huge. He's going to be super huge. And he's hilarious. And even if he wasn't everybody's cup of tea, I love him. I do. And he on Chasing LA. And y'all know how I feel about the Chasing franchise. I love it. I've been watching it since its very first season. Chasing Reality, them people who do that, who do Chasing Atlanta, Chasing LA, all that, Chasing Dallas. I watch all of them. I love them. I love them. So anyway, but yeah, those people too deep, too deep, Mm-mm. Too deep. Eagles, how you doing, King? How you doing? Yeah, she was saying, yeah, she said she had an affair with Tyler and that it went on for years. Oh, it wasn't, I mean, she been with everybody. She been with everybody under the sun. You name them. She been with Jay. She been with the, and imagine that's just like if your husband, okay, so if your husband sitting there listening to all these men you done ran, and you bragging though. You still bragging, like, you know what I mean? It just wasn't a part of your life that led you to him, and let's just call it a quit. No, you just be bragging. Well, oh man, I hit him. He wasn't nothing. He wanted this. I was banging him. He did that's a, and then she go into details. You be like, we get it. I'm sorry, I don't know about y'all. I'm so grown. If you tell me like, oh, I was in a relationship with such and such, I kind of figure y'all slept together. You know what I mean? I don't need to start envisioning. I don't. I just kind of figure like, oh, they must have, you know, they were in a relationship. But I'm not even breaking it down that much in my head. But these, she'll come on and just, yeah. So he'll be telling you a story about somebody. Yeah. So D quick, da 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 D. Yeah, she messed with him. She messed with him. She knew his secrets. He the reason somebody else died. I mean, everybody is. And then here's my thing. Hey, if you got all these secrets and you know all this stuff, you had to be there. So what's your secrets? You just happen to know. People just trust to tell you everything, even though you tell everything. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I ain't saying something bad. That's just saying like that's how it come across. That's how it come across. And she super be trying that Buzz Hector shit too. Lions proud of you doing. You know what? You know what's funny? Corn's mom. I literally just saw something for that yesterday. Didn't even know that there was that shit was. And I was like, oh, I will be watching this. I said I would watch it. I'm gonna see. I'm giving that a chance. Mills Manor, yeah. hmm Say, do they know what MILF stand for? Cooks with Love, good morning. How are you doing? How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. Is anybody eating tacos tonight because it's Tuesday? Because I am. Because I am. I am. Anybody else? But you're cooking Cooks with Love. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. What was that show they had? And it was kind of like it wasn't called The Stepford Moms, so that's a movie. It was a show of it was years ago, it was a reality show. But basically that's what these women what was it called? It was called like I watched so many reality shows. I don't think that did more than it might not have did 2 seasons. I know it had 1 season. Yeah, I watched a lot of them. BB, how you see us? Yeah, I already know what I'm thinking every time I see BB. Who's scared of what? Yes, Jay has look. Jay has a channel. Right, Nature Boy Ric Flair. Yeah, and it's funny because that's how I have to remember he's Nature Boy. Because every time I used to go to talk about him, I'd almost say Soldier Boy. I kid you not, every time, and sometimes I might slip into it now. But how I remember is Nature Boy Ric Flair. Yes, yes. Woo! Yes. Did anybody watch what is the name of that show? Oh my god. Eastbound Down. It came on HBO comedy and on was season 2. I think it's season 2. But what is my boy who do Elf? Oh, what is his name? Oh my goodness. But he got that character and he got the Ric Flair hair and he be making the sounds. He be saying if you ain't seen the show, you're not gonna know, but Eastbound Down is the name of the show. Oh, you got a birthday coming. Whose birthday is it today? Oh, lady birthday cooks. Definitely. Oh, your birthday in 10 days. Okay, well, so was that the 28th? Wait, today's on 7th, the 18th, ain't it? You know what I always wonder? If you're born on the 29th and then in those leap years of February, are you cheated a birthday on those other ones? Do you not age? Like, what is the process? Are you really a day shorter? And how do we still always have 306? I'm confused. No, because then when we had leap years too. I'm so confused, y'all. Somebody break that down. Let's talk about it. Oh man, let me tell y'all something. When Flavor Flav, now of course I'm super into hip hop and music and just music in general. But when it comes to hip hop, please, please, I love it. So I've been seeing Flavor Flav with Public Enemy since I was a kid. One of the biggest hype men ever. But when I started looking at him in a different light, would have been when he came on Surreal Life. hmm 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 And it was him, Brigitte Nielsen. Which one of the New Kids on the Block was in there, y'all? Y'all know y'all watched it. Then him and Brigitte got a spinoff show. Then that went a couple of seasons. Then, it didn't work. He had to say bye bye. What he used to call her, like yee yee, gee yeesh yeesh. His geech geech. No, she called him geech. I don't remember. But then they went from that to Flavor of Love. And Flavor of Love was spin out I Love New York. I Love New York was spin off all her little things. But like I said, yeah, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Flavor Flav. If you know anything about Flav Flav, I mean, even they say anytime he in that spotlight, he get in that spotlight. You know what I'm saying? Flavor Flav, 60 years old, still probably trying to live like he 19. That clock probably was weighing more than him at times. Right, it's 366 that time. So right, so then for those people when it's not on that leap year, do they get to be a day younger? And when you add up all those days younger, can it add up the longer they live? So really they're a year younger. So if they telling me like I'm 69, will they really be 68? Because those days add up. Because see, when you had a leap year, it's 366, but it's 365 all the other years. So we cutting me off because I was born in that leap year. I'm talking about for them. Because we don't have that extra day attached to us. We weren't born on February 29th. I need somebody to solve that for me. Because my brain is going to wonder now. Like, wait a minute. Are those was chosen ones? Like, are those some chosen ones? No problem. Okay. It's Howard Stern. Okay. I used to love Howard Stern too. I watched one show, well, a few of them that I would be like, I never thought I'd watch this. So I watched Gone Country. Good. It was real good. It had old girl who was uh the mother from the Brady Bunch. She was on there. Enrique Iglesias, fine ass little brother, was on there. That's who won. That's who won. Enrique Iglesias' little brother. Yes. Iglesias. Mm. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. It had Bobby Brown. Who else was on there? It was Bobby Brown. The mother from all I know is on one episode, Bobby Brown is showing the mother from the Brady Bunch his privates. Like he flashed them. Priceless. And she loved it. She'd be flared. Yeah, I gotta watch Gone Country. It came out probably about 2008, 7. It might have been, yeah. Wait, I might be going, it might have been 2009. It's in that bracket, like 2007 to 10, 2008 to 10, or somewhere in there. Somewhere in that area. Like it's there. It's there somewhere. But it was good. It was good. They had some great episodes. Great episodes. She said she was 50. BB, that's my kind of home. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking like I feel like I'm being stole. You know, they're not giving me my time. I deserve that day every year. You know. mm, I can't eat bugs. Like I used to love Fear Factor, but every time they would be biting to a bug, oh, especially if it's living, and couldn't stand when they would put it in their mouth and just let it be moving in their mouth. I'm gonna need you to kill. You know, I'd be like, "Hey Joe, can we crunch them then bunch them? Because I don't know if I can put this live." No, I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. If somebody said, "Danny, for $1 million, I want to put these 10 giant water bugs in this thing," and you have an hour to eat all 10 of them, but you gotta put them in your mouth alive and completely chew. You can't just try to swallow them because I don't want to swallow them alive. So you be laying eggs in my stomach. Oh, I would have to decline. Just, I can't. First of all, yeah, I can't put food, no matter how good it is, in my mouth unless one, I can see myself chewing it, and two, my stomach is working like that. So the thought of me just now sometimes you see like the worm, but it's these certain bugs, or like when they here goes the whole intestines, it's a whole something. Oh no! But when they be pouring like they like this 100-year-old milk, you know, and I don't know what it. I can't drink milk that sell by date expires tomorrow. Not like fresh milk. I do. I love fresh milk. Fresh cold milk. Hold on, guys. I'm just a sinner. I am so. Be your fire when you cold. Yeah. I can't. I can't eat no bugs. Now I do know in some places they do it, but I'm hoping they eat them cooked. Or they just eating them savage. They just grabbing them off the ground and oh, I don't even like the sound when somebody step on a bug. Just the sound of it. So the dog. Oh no, hecky no. Yeah, no bugs. Oh no, I can't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Like I was watching that. What is it called? Survive Naked or Naked something? But they stand out in the thing and they completely naked and they got to survive. And that guy was like, and these people are super smart. I mean, they're built for this. You can't just go put people who've been living in cribs and didn't study the earth and all this like this because this man, they weren't catching stuff like they thought, and they thought they were gonna find stuff, hunt stuff down, get stuff. I don't know, naked with the little tools they had in their little satchel, whatever. But he's telling the guy, I think it was elephant poop. I don't even remember what animal it was, but that was so long. But he knew that they could eat some of it and get the and all I thought was, I guess if you went a few days, I guess that maybe you tell yourself is a new time. I don't know. Are we putting it on pieces of stick and chewing it? Like, what are we eating it with? Are we dipping our fingers and just, oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no. See, I love to watch, but I know like I couldn't even apply it. The naked part would be the easy part. Because at first, if you ever seen that show, I kid you not, when people first have to get undressed, you can tell they're uncomfortable. They take their little bag, put it in front of them. When they walking like this. As soon as they realize naked is the least of your problems, they just be walking freely. They don't care no more. This girl was sitting down making shoes because they don't have nothing on their feet. So some people they get creative. She was making them some kind of shoes, but she was sitting on the ground, you know, straight crisscross applesauce with a crotch right on the dirt. And then there's all these bugs crawling around and she's smacking. All I could think of is, oh, sister, maybe you should make a crotch coverer before we sit down on this ground like this. I'd be sitting on my legs. And they say that's so bad for your knees and your body. You know how people, you say, so when you see your kids like sitting on it, they say it's so bad for them. It's terrible. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say sitting on their knees? Like their feet are behind them and they sit on their knees. That's really not good in periods. When they're young, I don't know. Naked and Afraid. You watch it. You watch it. I was at the hotel. It came on one day and I watched it, became addicted, and like they were running in, and then I started looking it up. I'm like, I like this show. This show. But I promise you, at first, some people be all, mm, mm. Honey, same day. Same day. They don't care about none of that. They not looking at each other, looking each other up and down and worrying about the temptations of the lust of the no. No. They worried about survival, food, the stuff you need to. The stuff you need to. But some people be so cocky, like they know it. So you know what I'm talking about. When them guys, the two guys, it was two guys on that episode. It was two guys and it was two girls on the other side doing it. But the girls was getting it. They were getting it. They was finding stuff to eat. They had caught not a jaguar, but they was had it up in the tree. They had to put it up so it didn't get grabbed and snatchy datchy. I said, girl, bear, because they had to cut it up in pieces because they ain't got no freezers and refrigerators to put this in. I said, these chicks is getting it. They are getting it. They are getting it out there. But I'm gonna need you to make a pair of panties out of some of that jaguar. We would have had to make some undergarments because that's sitting on that ground. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Like I'm the person that want to go camping, set up the tents and everything else, and then be like, "Hey, I'm gonna stay in the RV overnight." All right. I mean, I'm still gonna be on the site. I just need to be in something that if they shake it, it don't. If the bears will come, if they come, I just that and good gunnery. But I want to go camping so bad. But I promise you, I almost need to go with an army with me because they need to protect the perimeter, or I want to go camping. That's what I should invent. I should invent a place that looks like the best camping site ever. But here's the thing: it won't have no bugs and no bears. No animals really be up in there. Just it look like everything you're supposed to get in camping. You could be outside, you go fishing. This pond is always full of fish. Everybody is the best fisherman. Everybody. They so good they don't even gotta for it. We just go order it. We got it. You can order the fish you imagine that you caught. And it'd be fresh. We got fresh fish. We got fresh fish. Try to get the people what they need. Yes, man. I said, these people are geniuses. But see, I love, one thing I like to say is I talk a lot of shit. But back in the day when I used to watch Survivor, what I thought was I could say anything I want to say, but I'm a survivor. You put me in something, I'm gonna have to make it. When I watched, what's that movie with Tom Hanks? Y'all know when he done turned the coconut to his best friend. Honey, I would have made it. Cause when you have no choice, when I'm just gonna sit there and perish. Because I mean, if I am, I am, but I'm gonna do it on my feet. And so I'm gonna have to make out of whatever. So if that means that my ass is standing 4 feet in the water of the ocean, having, you know what I mean, I done shimmied up and made off. I'm gonna have to do what I have to do. So I'm talking crap as somebody who lives in the comforts of a different world. But anytime that life has dealt where you had to survive, survival of the fittest, baby. And that's when I watch Survive, I'm like, oh hell yeah, I'd survive. I'd survive. If I had nope, man, I'd have to survive. And I had better eyes back then. Mary, how you doing? Good morning. Castaway. Castaway. Yes. Yes. But he was going batshit crazy too at the same time. Yeah. Because I would have did that too. See, I'm honest. But survival is a must. Ooh, when he had to take that tooth out. Oh. 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 I think I might just knock myself unconscious and fail on the way of the tooth. Like I'm a run. So at least oh my goodness. Oh. Just like even when you watch them movies and it'll be like a plane crash and people on there, you're like, man, if you there for days before that body go rotten, you would have to take them, man. But I can't see myself eating people. We would have to catch some animals. We would have to go to the next line. I mean that if I worked for PETA, we would have to go to the next line. It would just not be because survival of the fittest. I don't know about off the people. That's why I'm like, okay, I think we drew the lines. I think I'd rather drink that ocean water that'll shut my Now that's what would be scary to me when y'all talk about. Now that's where I don't know how I'd make it. Y'all ever watch like that show I Survived, and it had all this different stuff that people have not the so it's all different kind of stories of how people survive. But like whenever there was a story of somebody like out in the open ocean, and I'm not talking about in no boat, in the water, like that movie. What's that movie called? Open Water. Oh man, to me now that's scary. Cause here I am in all this water. It's all kind of stingray, fish, things. The water drops temperature like crazy. And when I'm sitting there starving and thirsty as all outside, I can't even drink this water because this water is deadly. It is deadly, and I can't even drink the water. That to me is scary too. Like, oh. Mm. And then on that show, I survived when them people were out in the water. One of them ended up passing because they started drinking the water. But I forget how they got stuck in the water. But while they were in there, what is it? The jellyfish, they glow, but they were surrounded by him at night so much that they showing a reenactment, of course, but so much that it looked like a light show. In oh no, but then it's pitch black. And oh, the thought of being trapped out in the ocean, in the water, just loosely floating. Oh no, no. Oh, I'm starting to have an attack, right? Oh, just thinking about it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Just thinking about that. Oh, it makes me nervous. It gets me. Hold on one second. But yeah, that scares me. Now the scuba trip is the movie. That's what is that called? Open water. That's open water, the original. I think the second one's kind of garbage. But yeah, they were on the scuba trip and they never should have left because you always gotta get that good picture. They gotta get that good picture, yeah. But no, on the show that used to come on Animal Planet, it was called like I Survived. So it had different situations of surviving with like animals, everything else. But these people, it was a family and they end up in the water. And whatever happened, it ended up with them in the water. They were in it for like 18 hours before they were rescued. But one of the people that was in the water with them drank on the water. I think they did too in open water. But this was on like I Survived. But on this one, oh, but this was like a family. But yeah, that was a couple. Yeah, they went. Oh, that was scary. Cause that could really have. Oh, that's scary. I'm telling you, I would actually remember them little leash they used to have for kids. If I went scuba diving, I'd be like, "Excuse me, instructor, or somebody they won't leave in this water. Can you tie me to you?" You know. But see, one of the things about me is like how most people have like I'm not even saying I'm claustrophobic, but like claustrophobic people get in small places. If I'm in anything, that's why it took me to once I got over the fear of my other parts of planes, being in something you can't get out of. So I just imagine like if we down scuba diving, as much fun and as beautiful as it's gonna be. Am I so deep in this freaking water that is it gonna take me a second if I start panicking? How long does it take me to get from where we're down to up? Because if I start having this panic attack down, I need to have a certain amount of time before I can get up. This anxiety attack. Bam. I just need to. I need to know that about scuba diving because, and can I be chained to the tied to the instructor or whoever because or the person they won't leave. One they will notice is not in the count. I need to be with them. I need to be real close to them. Inventing, and I didn't see that. Oh yeah, it's a human error. It is, and I wonder, like, what would be a way, like, to me, before we pulled off, like, even if we did head counts, we got to do life jackets back on the thing. Some, I don't know. I don't know, but it is a human error. You might double count. Somebody might say something. You lose count. You know what I mean? You lose count. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it did. That did just come out. I did see that with the second season. It went down in the 70s. Hmm. And the people were trapped, like the survivors were trapped out some out there. They ended up being survivors. Mm-hmm. I do. That's how I do it too. And that's what sometimes I literally, I'm telling y'all, during the pandemic, I felt like the news, oh my God, just coming on the news and seeing stuff like 5,000 Americans passed today. You know what I mean? And then there was so much just going on. On top of that, it wasn't just like that was going on. The number, every time you looked at that number, this is like, then it was around the world. And it got to a point where I couldn't even bear it. Because on top of life and everything else, of course you're gonna stay informed. But I just couldn't even take it in those like to watch. So sometimes I find myself people be like, you didn't know this happened. I can't even do it. You turn on this news, I mean, it start from terrible and it end with terrible. And then it's all this good stuff or all this even worse stuff that they should have been telling us about. They ain't telling us about. And all this good stuff they could have been telling us about, but they're not telling us about it. And the news is so subjective that I just be like, I, I do not like control, especially control that is trying to persuade only in its way. I just don't, anything that make me feel, I don't know. That's me. There's nobody else. I'm not trying to be nobody else, change somebody else. That's just me. That's how I feel. I just don't like any kind of controls. And I feel like when you watch news, it's definitely trying to control my feelings, not in a good way, not in a helpful way, not in a really, I mean, it's informative to a point. I don't know, but it's more depressing, more triggering. It's more, I don't know. So sometimes I don't. And then with TV, I can't stand commercials. So it kind of keeps me away from it. So when I'm watching shows, I'm like, oh, I find it without a commercial. I watch it on YouTube. I do it this way. But then when I want to support a show, I will turn on TV, put that show on, and let it play. I will. I will because I want to support it for real. I believe in supporting when you support a show. If you DVR it, watch it within the first 24 hours so they can get the credit for that show. So it could be in their ratings. If you watch the show, put it on, let it play out. Let that first commercial play out. Let it run. Even if you don't, walk out the room, go run your errand, go to the bathroom while it's on commercial. Do something, but let it run out so they can get those credits. And then they get even fuller credits when you watch that advertisement in between. Just like anything else. That's how you support. It's just like going to the movies and you buy that ticket. That's support. Especially when you do it in an opening weekend. That helps with those opening weekend numbers. If you support an artist, you go buy their album. You know what I'm saying? That's how you support. This is how we do it. And it gives them numbers because not only do they want the money and the revenue that comes in it, there's numbers when you add up, and that's how you get on these checks. Come on, y'all. Because somebody tell me something. When you run that radio station all day and they playing that song, and that person, the more you come on, support. That's how we support. So this how these trains keep running down the track, down the Trizax. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes I have to. I just have to. Hey, crazy cat. Hey, sis, how you doing? How's your husband doing? Oh, how is your husband? The Office is one of my favorite shows. I love The Office so much, sis. First of all, I love The Office so much that my 40th birthday was an Office birthday party. Me and my twin had an Office birthday party. And I love The Office so much that behind my computer, you see what my inspiration stickers are? I love The Office. I love The Office. I loved Parks and Recreations. I love Parks and Recreations too. Okay, yeah. You're not going that way. Bump them. That's not the way you're going. That's not the way I'm going. I honestly was like, man, today. I heated it up. The funny thing is, watch. It's just how your body works. Now it's starting to feel warm, and I'm like, no, I'm not about to believe it's hot. I'm not opening no window. I had way too many openings. I really did. That's what I told you. I woke up this morning like, oh my goodness. That's good. That's good. Still praying for you. Still praying for him, sis. Still sending good vibes. I can. And still laugh like I've never seen it before. And still laugh like I've never seen it before. And I can still go and start from season 1 and watch it all the way through. I still can. And I'm still gonna love every character. They gonna all have a moment, you know what I mean? Where it's just, oh. I had to start buying this, and even though I'm not diabetic, my sugar, sometimes I don't eat. I don't have an appetite like that, and I can't digest and break down if I eat immediately when I wake up. So I find myself, I drink coffee, I drink I drink water, but then I just look up sometimes and be starving. It's not because I couldn't eat nothing. I just was waiting for my appetite to kick in. You know what I mean? And so, but I learned if I drink these in the morning, they help. And then for some reason, as that starts to wear off, it makes me more conscious quicker that I need to eat something. But it keeps my sugar balanced. So that's the part I care about. Mhm. Yes, I love that show. Oh, Night Court. Not only did I used to love Night Court, I used to love the song. Well, not the song, the music when it's coming on. Because it didn't have words. Yes, thank you, Marianne. Sending love. Hmm. That's right. That's right. No choice between. That's right. That's right. We just were talking about that it's survival. And see, the survival is just that surviving. You know what I mean? At the end of everything, when I think of life, people always think people just don't quit. Just fight. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Just fight. But we definitely sending you prayers and the vibes, as y'all both go through this journey. Because one thing about a team, one is never going through it alone. Y'all going through it together. Y'all going through it together. So we definitely sending you love, vibes, strength. Mm. Peace of love. Now let's see. When it comes to police shows like what was that called? They was on the motorcycles, Chips. Not really. Hill Street Blue. Uh, NYPD Blues. I had a minute where because I can't lie, because I'm a big LA Law fan and stuff. I've always liked Jimmy Smith. Like, is that his name, Jimmy Smith? Oh my God, I've always loved him. Like I have. So I kind of was with those kind of shows. Like I said, so if you have an actor I like or actress, I'll go and be like, I'm gonna give it a chance. But I can't think. I'm like, what was the real? Other than Law and Order, and even with Law and Order, like I love Law and Order. You know what I mean? Wait a minute. Well, New York Undercover was a good police show. Um, but Law and Order, my favorite ones are Law and Order SVU. Like Law and Order Criminal Intent got on my nerves. Okay. It got on my nerves. I loved Jude in the originals, but yeah, it got on my nerves. They just knew too much. And old girl, every time I watched her on Criminal Intent, all I thought about was when she was on Oz and she was the woman on death row because she had Kate, her baby, on the show Oz. And that's so every time I see her, I always think of her as that. And I think yeah, that's what I think about her on Oz. Yeah, but she was on Criminal Intent. But anyway, I think that was my favorite. Law and Order SVU is probably my favorite police show or anything for like when I think about. I'm trying to think because I'm really trying to think about this. I love New York Undercover. Adam 12. What is Adam 12? Yeah, yeah. The SVU. That's one of my favorites. My man, that is one of my favorite ones of Law and Order. Like regular, like plain Law and Order because it's the original one. I really liked it, and it had old boy from Dirty Dancing. He was Lenny on there. I loved him. But once SVU came out, and I mean SVU still running. It is still running. No matter what's going on, it's still something going on in them cops' lives, man. I love SVU. Say she'll be selling tickets to the boxing night. Don't hurt him. Oh, it's a show. Adam 12 is one of the first cop shows. Who was in it? Who was the star in Adam 12? See, you'll know by the star how far back you go. What was the cop show Leslie Nielsen was on? Not Naked Gun, although that is a movie, but he was on a show that wasn't a comedy like that. That was a cop show. What was it? The only thing I don't like about this is it's thick. It's like it makes me not be able to swallow it. Like I need to drink it out of a straw, like it's a shake. Because something thick, I just cannot. Mm. I was gonna continue that conversation, but I figured it's gonna sound dirty, and somebody might walk in and think I'm talking about something totally different than this than this glucose drink. Cause you know how like I always think when I think about Samuel L. Jackson, I always think about watching oh my goodness. How did the name just jump right out of my head? Not Coming to America, because we all know he ain't coming to America because he come in there and try to rob McDowell's. But not McDonald's, McDowell's. But no, not in Coming to America. The first movie I ever saw him in was School Days. It's a movie called School Days, and School Days really tackles on how black people judge each other in color. And if light is better, dark is wrong, in that separation. But anyway, in that movie, there's a scene at oh shoot, are they like at a Popeyes or Church's Chicken? They had a little restaurant or something. But he's in so like these little cameos. So I was seeing him in all these little cameos. But his face stuck out to me. Coming to America, coming to America, all these things. And then I remember, I'll never forget, when he did that movie, A Time to Kill. I just knew like, oh yeah, he about to, to me, he should have got something in Jungle Fever. Him and Halle Berry played the hell out of that as drug addicts. You know what I mean? Like it was great. It was great. And then when you watch them evolve and grow, I love that. I love that. I love when you can throw back and be like, oh, I remember I used to see Alicia Keys on what was that show on BT? Teen Summit. Was that what it's called? Teen Summit. Alicia Keys would be on there. Rudy Huxtable, she would be on there. You know what I mean? I don't know why I just call her Rudy. But yeah, I love that's why I asked who was on there, because I love like hearing about somebody who was on something, then later being like, that's such and such from, that's Doogie Howser, that's Police Squad. Now I definitely have heard of that. That's the name of the show. That's it. That's the one with Leslie Nielsen. Thank you, Police Squad. I'm like, I've heard of that. Yes, yes. Thank you, Tina. For Adam 12, okay. I'm gonna look it up. Oh yeah, Time to Kill, Peace and Kills was an amazing movie. It was an amazing movie. And to be honest, I couldn't see anyone in that situation doing anything different. Okay, who you were, what race you were. I just when you imagine just these people doing something that vow, and I'm standing here watching them look like they're about to, hell no, no justice, no peace. Mm-mm. And I'm sorry, y'all. Matthew McConaughey is definitely, I don't know, it's something about him. It's something about him. Yeah, it's something about him. Say, arrest me, please, Mr. Officer. Hmm. Oh, that closing argument, right? To me, like the whole movie's great, but those last like 20 minutes of the movie, and then first of all, another thing in that movie, you got Donald Sullivan in there. I am in love with all of them. Kiefer, Donald. What's the other one's name? Because he in the movie. He the one who did it to the little girl. He all of the stuff. I love them Sullivan. The father, his sons. Didn't one of them pass? Didn't the brother the brother passed. I think the brother passed away because it's Kiefer. Who don't love Kiefer? I love Lost Boys. Come on now, who don't love Kiefer? I grew up on them. But yeah, Kiefer, Donald Sullivan, Kiefer and Donald look, well, they all look alike. They all look alike. Yes, no justice, no peace. Yes, that movie, man, that ending, they said that how man, that movie is great. That movie is great. That movie is great. But like I said, sometimes, especially when society is doing things that even reflect that, it's hard to watch those movies to me. Like I really wanted for the 100-year anniversary of Rosewood, because see, I did a paper on Rosewood that went outside the box. And I know that it's so hard to get so much information on that because it was so much wrong done in Rosewood. But you get into it, it's just hurtful, I don't know. It's just a space and place to put your mind. So it's like, yeah, love it, but I just don't want it out right now. I know the storm. I also know that, like in the movie, the one man who be like, man, they got them pianos over there, and he was one of the people that was helping the, Surefire tear them down, because what happened and took place didn't even take place in Rosewood. Rosewood was just one of the towns that when it started, they were going all through Florida, going to black community neighborhoods. And there were places that said, honestly, there were places in Florida, and in back roads, there was places where them the white sheriffs and stuff came out and said, you ain't coming in here and mess with our black folks. So when they was coming with them lynch mobs and coming, they was like, oh, no, 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 you ain't coming up in here, period. But then them towns that weren't protected anyway, the ones that was closing, like with Rosewood, next to him right on the other side of the tracks was a place that, no, they was already giving it to people. And, and they went, because the woman lied. All because of a lie that wasn't even in Rosewood. And to this day, where Rosewood was, is still one of the most dangerous places for blacks to be. Some of those back roads and many places you wouldn't want to get off, and no matter what race you were, because if you wasn't from there. But I promise you, just don't make your Durham. But I was like, I don't even want to visit that. But in the movie, the guy who says that, and one of the most racist people in the movie, you know what I mean? Him, the little short fat guy, he, the guy, remember at the end of the movie, remember in the movie, if you ever saw Rosewood, in the movie, at the end, he bring his son to this mass grave. And he's showing it like he's bragging about all the lives they took over in Rosewood. And his son tells him, like, he's done. He's a little boy. He runs away forever. Well, that's just drama for the movie. But in real life, one of the sons of those people who were involved in helping to massacre, because it was people from other towns. It wasn't just them. They got their buddies came in. They got together. That's why it's lynch mob. But when one of those people's children grew up, became a lawyer, and he would also be helped to fight for reparations for people who were survivors of the Rosewood situation. Like, that is really what happened. Like, that really did take place, because he was impacted by that and said, I ain't gonna be nothing like him. I ain't gonna be shit like that. You see, in the movie, they had us think he ran away and just went to live on his own and grew up to be something. But no matter what came out of it, he didn't become like that. And he said, not only will I'll make sure I pay it forward, and I'm going to be different. I'm going to help these people. They deserve it. They had their own community in town, and their town was burnt down. They were slaughtered. They were slaughtered all up and through Florida. It wasn't just Rosewood, all up and through it. The governor of Florida at the time came on and gave a speech and said he didn't care if they got on a boat, but he would prefer if every black got up out of Florida. So it made it easier to make a rise of pain like that happen easier. And it's only, I ain't watching this right now. You know the story. We've come further. I mean, Florida is a great place. I know lots of people live in Florida. I do. And then, but she, back then, oh, snow. I swear somebody just said that the other day. We ain't got no real snow out here this year. I said, you want it? Why do people always gotta complain? If it's too cold, they complain. If it's too hot, they complain. They don't get snow, they complain. They get too much snow, they complain. But I just think people like to complain. They just like to complain. I'm enjoying it ain't free. It ain't freezing like that. No, people always say they can handle heat. You like 100 degrees and stuff like that. Like, my favorite weather, I wish I could find a place where it was like 80 degrees during the day. And I'm not talking about that 80 where it feel like 115. No, I'm not talking about none of that. But like 80 degrees, and at night it was like 77, 78, but like this real nice breeze, like not cold. Like, if every day could be that day, it'd be a perfect place to be. You know what I mean? Like, I'd love that, but I do not like when it's so hot that when you walk out from inside with air, you are just about to die. You know what I mean? Where you get a headache from it, where you're sweating to walk to the mail. I just don't. Oh, that kind of heat. Oh no, I'd rather be cold. I'd rather it be cold outside. Just like when some people, you come in their house in the winter and it's a hot box, like they got the heat on confession. Okay, it's hot, and I think I can't sleep in heat like that. You know what I mean? I can't sleep in heat like that. I cannot be. I can be cold, and I can wrap the cover around me like a sleeping bag, and then put something over that because I know how to trap in your heat or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it work, but I don't know how to cool off when it's so hot. Because even if I do, how I cool off is my house is now freezing, so that tells you I'd rather it be cold. I can't do that heat. Mm-mm, mm. I don't want it to be, Antarctica every day neither, but wait. Somebody's grandson. Yeah. Yeah, I like to be comfortable where it's just cool. Like I said, when I woke up this morning, I came out and I was cold. Where I'm like, oh, let me put this sweater on. I don't want to be walking around the crib where you got to, you know what I mean? You walking around with gloves. I don't want to be like that. But I definitely don't want to be triggering hot flashes either. I don't want to be like that. And I'm telling you, just being hot doesn't trigger hot flashes for me. But you know when that certain heat hits you, and you're like, oh, here it come. I could feel it. I could feel it. Oh, yes, Corn's mom. Prayers for your grandson. Definite prayers for your grandson. Yep, I hate the heat. I do not. I do not. I feel like everybody's crankier, and when you're outside and it's real hot, everybody's crankier. It's really not fun to do much stuff if it's outside. Because anytime somebody asks you when it's real hot to do something, you're like, is that outside? Nah, I'm gonna do it when the sun go down. Cause it's still gonna be hot, but when the sun go down, it's better. But when that sun is up, mm-mm, mm-mm. When you look and they say it's gonna be 110, I won't be nowhere outside. How about that? How about that? Because there's nothing you can do. You can get completely let your air go off. It's 110 degrees. See if you get completely undressed. If that makes you just cool off. No, no, you naked. No, don't cool you off. When it's so hot like that, I remember it was hot and we had a rainstorm and it took off the power. You know what I'm saying? I stayed across the street from here. And it took off the power, and the power was off for like 4 hours. It was like 100 degrees, so it's instantly seemed like it got super hot. And I was on the third floor, and heat rises, and it was so freaking hot that what I did was took a shower, literally laid the towel on my bed, and then just air dried. But you had to do that more than once because it was so hot that only lasted for a little while. You fell asleep, and then you woke up, and when you woke up, you realized, damn, it's still hot, and this heat, this electricity is still off. It is still off, and I just like I can't do this heat. I can't. I can't. I do not like the heat like that. And some people be like, I love when it's like 90. No, how do you love 90? And then when you go to these places like Florida, flip. Hold on, Florida. I got something I want to cut you out about. That doggone heat. Florida, you can keep it. Florida can keep it. Texas, you can keep it. Arizona, Las Vegas, kiss my ass. Y'all can have it. Oh my. This is in Arizona in Vegas. Y'all don't even have heat. That is disgusting. That is disgusting with that stuff. I've heard about it. Never. I've been to Vegas once, and yeah, I know it was just in October, so I ain't did they heat, but I've heard about it. And I've heard I heard Real on his last one before say about a year or so ago say it was like 117, 117. My brother's in Arizona. I already know what it's like. No, thank you. No, thank you. I've been in Texas in the heat. No, thank you. No, I've been in Georgia in the heat. I've been in Florida in the heat. Mm-mm. I don't know how they survive. I don't know. That's why people. I gotta be somewhere warmer, not that warm. Not that warm. You can. Mm. Oh, not that warm. Wow, at 70 degrees, you cold. See, and 70 is still at that nice weather to me. And the heat can be very dangerous, very dangerous. I remember, I forget who were we with, but we were in Florida and it was hot. It was hot. And this girl was eating this, I'd never forget it. She was eating this chocolate Hershey's and she just eating it. We go inside, we playing a little arcade. Where we at in this little, at the hotel had an arcade. This is the 90s. You know what I'm saying? The 80s actually. This is like 89. 89, but they had a little arcade. We playing in there, and I'll never forget because my sister bought a Minnie Mouse big old sucker. You know, she bought it to take it home as like a souvenir. And she ate that Hershey bar. In the time it take us to go back and walk around to go back to where our room was, you know, everybody got their stuff. This girl, as we coming up the stairs, is throwing up the chocolate. And I was remember thinking like, oh my God, it must have been a bad candy bar. And then all the adults were mad that she was out there eating that chocolate. Because you know how when you go out and adults like, well, go do what y'all supposed to do, don't eat nothing. Well, I don't know if anybody does that to kids no more. Don't eat nothing, y'all just do that and come back. That's why she was scarfing that chocolate. But it was that heat, and it was so hot. It was so hot that the adults allowed us to go because they had a hotel where, you know what I mean? It wasn't as extravagant and we weren't that close. But it was on a couple of hotels by each other. And we went to this one gift shop, but they had a little arcade by it, so we was allowed to play in it. But it was hot as ever. It was hot. It was so hot that it was the first time I heard somebody say we had to wait till the sun was past its peak hours. And I'm like, I don't even know what that means. The sun got peak hours. You know, that's how young I was. Virgie, how you doing? How you doing? But now, what I wonder, like, I want to do Hawaii bad, but do Hawaii get that hot, or is it a different? 'Cause like I said, it also depends on where you at. And I used to always ask my buddies and them, like, why y'all calling 60 cold? We get excited on 60. 50 had people dancing out here the other day. I mean, you'd have thought it was 85 degrees. You said 60, 50 degrees. But nah, I'm like, how could you do 60? But when you somewhere and it's 80 degrees and it dropped down to 60 in the same day, you feel that. And that's what I was seeing in Georgia. Like it would be days that it was 72. You know, oh, that's really a nice day. It felt good. It was a nice day. And then at night it'd be like 51, 54. And it do feel, you could feel that 54. I'm like, man, I see what you mean. That happened to me in Texas too. In the morning, it'd be early in the morning, it'd be one weather, then it would heat up. Then at night, that weather you was feeling that morning, you about to get it back. When I was in Houston, that's what I got. But shit, I was in Houston, and one day in October, and we had an 80-degree day. I'm like, in October? Y'all have in October 80-degree days and shit? That's when I knew. That's when I knew. That was before I had came out there and seen the summer weather. That's when I knew, like, oh, it gets hot out here. It definitely get hot out here. You can't tell me it don't get hot out here because you having 80-degree October days. And I ain't talking October 1st. I'm talking about we in the heart of October. Yeah, please. Mm. You've stayed in Hawaii before? Crazy again, mama. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, that's beautiful weather, I'm sure, in Hawaii. But that's what I was saying. I don't think Hawaii be having them 117, days. I don't think Hawaii gets that. Oh, that would be real nice. Oh, you said you're almost done. You said, and it's expensive. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think Hawaii just has like when I was talking about those perfect weather days. I think Hawaii sits in some of those perfect weather days. Oh, Hawaii is expensive. Mm. Oh, for the last. Oh, oh. Does turning the lights off work in any kind of way when you have? Because like when I'm having a real bad headache, and thank God I do not get those migraines, but when I get a real bad headache, like if I'm sleep deprived, I get a terrible headache, and I'll almost have to like put my head in a pillow. Like there can't be no lights on. And sometimes standing up bother it. Like just standing up, the head hurts so, and I'm like, oh, I can't. I feel for the people who have to suffer from like migraines because I think that's as close to a migraine as I've ever had. Christina, how you doing? Wow, even the air smells like perfume because all the flowers and fruit. Wow, I definitely gotta get up Hawaii. Oh, my honeymoon was in Hawaii. Yeah, Hawaii is just beautiful. It looks like one of those places where every picture is gonna look like a postcard. You remember when you'd go somewhere and get a postcard to get to capture the most beautiful thing? Now these days on your cell phone, you can capture pictures that are so beautiful. I caught such beautiful pictures at in Vegas that YouTube tried to tell me that they weren't mine. I said, "Oh no, honey, these original. I don't own the properties or nothing, but these pictures come up off my fit zone." Mm. Oh yeah, and then that'll what is it called? Like oh dang it. You know how they say I don't know if it's the flash like from video games. Like you know how if you playing video games, they'll say sometimes the it was causing at one point seizures. The what is that called? So I wonder, like, you know how you're using these monitors and all this stuff, like, can that help with the migraines? But migraines come from stress, right? Like, or my what? See, I don't really know, like, what my. I just know it's like the worst beyond a headache. I know it can. No, I know that much. And everybody I know when they had those migraines, it's almost like you become unable to do anything. Like you can't. Oh wow. And I want to stay in one of those like when I go somewhere like in the what little hoods on the water. Right? I don't know. I want to say one of those so bad. Hold on, guys. Let me answer this. Sorry about that. And like I know that a migraine is like one of the um worst headache ever. That's like headache 60.0. But like my mom and my sister have vertigo. And so I know if that flares up, that's real. I've gotten off a roller coaster. I felt like I had vertigo. When your equilibrium is off and everything. I couldn't imagine going through that. I couldn't imagine going through those kind of. Oh, mm-mm. So I say you never know what somebody going through, or has been through, or is pushing through. You never know. So we always gotta send love. Cause you never know. Hmm. No, I don't have that fish market. We have a Peoria fish market that's as close to me. I'm sure there's other fish markets, but that's the one I've known and went to for years. Mm. So you compare medications. Oh, in Maui. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So Maui's a good place to go when you go to Hawaii. Yeah, vertigo. Yeah, yeah. I remember my mom the first time she had a vertigo spell. I was probably about 20, 21. I mean, she couldn't even get down the hallway, like in a straight line. Like she had to use the wall. Like, and I thought, what is going on? Like, what is wrong? Like, what is going on? So then, what's funny is like the first time she went to the doctor, it's almost like everything got better as she waited to be seen, and then when she went back there, everything's fine. So then she made an appointment with her doctor and everything else, and it seemed like it was all fine, and then it just flared up, but popped up again. Like I didn't. It's crazy. Hmm. Yeah, some places do that. I'm like, why do you have it freezing at night? I'd rather be comfortable at night, not freezing. Once again, like, where's the happy medium? That's what I couldn't stand when my kids would do that. Like, you go to sleep and you would wake up and it would be in confessions. Like, why is it so hot? I mean, hell is hot. Not this shit's hot in your house. Like, when they would always mess with stuff. Yes. Okay, Christina. It smells like somebody's making oatmeal. Like they must be making that upstairs or somewhere next door because I'm not making nobody making no down here. It's just me and me. Yeah, the according to them is the worst. And like I said, just seeing, you know, my mom go through it before. Like I'm just like, ooh. Mm. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, it's no joke. That's how I know that was say, whoa. When I think of all those type, oh. You know I seen it when you just When you just said it, I just thought about what you said when you was laughing this morning. But no, it literally smells like somebody is eating like some peaches and cream oatmeal or some one of those like strawberries and cream. It smells like that. It just smells just like that. It ain't making me want some oatmeal. Shut, shut. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So his has to be okay. Okay. On vacation on the tour. Oh my goodness. Oh, I know that made it worse. Mm. And came to on the floor. Oh my God, peace and Q. Oh, that bird ain't no dog. Mm. Yes, be kind to yourself. Mm-hmm. You know when babies are babies and they're sleeping, people say, "Oh, they sleep a lot." And you say, "Well, they're growing when they sleep. They're doing this." Or if somebody's sick and they sleep, you say, "Well, their body is resting so it can heal." So you have to know that rest is a good thing. You have to know it's a property you need. We all need. Let me tell you something. Like I said, I done fought insomnia for years, and sometimes it'll have you. You know what I mean? Because your body's going to rest when it need to. You ain't literally been up for 25 years. You know what I mean? It may feel like it, but you'll forget them days where you had that you kind of did sleep a day away. Might have got up and went to the bathroom, took a sip of water, had a blunt, smoked a cigarette, whatever it is you did, but you slept that day away. That is terrifying. Mm-hmm. Mm. And then what's even scarier is just like with the migraines, you don't know when it's coming. It's not like it gives you, you know, an invitation so you could RSVP. Because you would never RSVP. Oh, I know it scared everyone around you. Yeah, sometimes if I'm on an elevator and we going way high up, like when one of my clients was downtown at this hotel by the Children's Hospital, they were on the 34th floor. And sometimes you get on there and several people would get on. And so they might be stopping at the 19. So I love elevators that separate. Like we only go from 19 to the, you know what I mean? You go here, but anyway, so they would stop. And sometimes when I would be on there, I would thinking, it's something in the stop and it's making me feel like motion sickness. Like, so it's making me nauseous. Like, cause I do suffer from motion sickness. I can get it in cars. I get it in airplanes. I don't, that Dramamine is always on me. If I go get my pouch right now in my book bag, I'm going to have some Dramamine. I mean, in my pouch, I'm going to have some Dramamine. When I carry my book bag, I'm going to have some Dramamine. It's going to be on me at all times. And it's going to always be a closed one and an open. From children trying to, you know what I'm saying? Because I never know. But yeah, so if I get on the elevator, I'm going too far up. I always know on the way down, and going down is always easier anyway. I'm taking the stairs. I'm taking the stairs. Like, yep, on the 34th floor, I used to sure take them stairs. And if at any time I felt like, oh my God, these stairs are killing me, which actually, when you going down, it's always different. It ain't going up. It ain't because I did try to do the going up one day. I got to 19. I was like, you know what, babe, we're done for now. Like, this is too much before I go to work. I am about to lift a whole child. Like, I just, no. No, I'll pass. But going down wasn't as bad because it's something in that stop. Go back, stop. That just something in it makes me fear. So I always think, oh God, I hate them going up high because if this continues to do now, if I can get on there and nobody get their butt on, nobody get their butt on, and I could just go, I could make it. Because by the time it starts making me feel like I'm getting nauseous, I'm be getting off. Mm. So just thinking that I felt that way, and oh, all right, love you. Oh, you get that on elevators? You know how sometimes things happen, but is that just me? That's been since I was a kid. It's one of the reasons why to this day I haven't been back to do all the way up with the Sears Tower because, or the Willis building, whatever they call it these days. But it's because of that. It's just, it's the motion. It's gonna get me. Forget the ear pop, and that's already gonna drive me crazy. My buddy got married at the Sears Tower. It was on the 94th floor. But the good thing was you could break them elevators down and get off on. So we got off, took these pictures on like I think like the 45th floor or something. Beautiful pictures. Whole Chicago behind you in that window. Like beautiful pictures. But then got back on. But I told them when everybody, oh, we going downstairs to smoke. I said, man, let me tell you something. I can't up and down on no 94. Like the 94th floor. You must be crazy. You must be crazy. Mm-mm, mm-mm. And y'all have a nerve to have an open bar up here. And so I want to have a party one day on that though. Mm. Yep. Definitely. Like, well, you know what? It's funny because somebody told me one day Coca-Cola take away headaches. Hmm. And it's all the caffeine. And so I'm like, then every pop should take away headache. Or is it just way more caffeine than Coca-Cola? Let me know something. Talk to me. Hmm. Oh, wow. Yeah, yeah, like I said, oh. But also, even when my eyes were bothering me worse, I get more headache. Hmm. Wow. That's a long time, prayers. 6 years. Hmm. Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew have the most caffeine. So I wonder why you wouldn't drink them then. If it's caffeine helps with the headaches. Wouldn't you want to go with the one with the most caffeine so you could drink less of it? Or it work faster? I don't know. Hmm. Not a Dr. Pepper fan at all. Wouldn't say I haven't drank it before, or no, I'll never say I drink it again, but I'm just not a big fan of Dr. Pepper. And regular Mountain Dew, no. I just like that Mountain Dew red. That's it. But people love Mountain Dew and people love Dr. Pepper. They always have, and they always will. Even when I was a kid. My mom be like, we're gonna pick a pop that y'all all are drink because I'm not buying all that pop and we're gonna pick one. So if somebody's picking something like, I hate that. Then I'd be like root beer, and they'd all be like, I hate root beer if it ain't in a float. It was always controversy. Always controversy on picking out that drink. Just like the cereal, always controversy. Always drama in the house. I'm picking out that cereal. That's like your parents say, but okay, look, we're gonna get 3 boxes. 4 boxes. We ain't opening all these mofos at the same time. But you know, kids, because you picked out the one they picked, they think that meant that's their box of cereal. I had no idea, so. That's how I thought at least. I mean, I can't say that's how all the kids in the hood thought. That's how in my hood, I meant mine just now. 2009. Oh, you love Dr. Pepper. I told you, people love Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew. Those are two very popular drinks. Oh, any cabinet. Mm. Mm. Oh, wow. I know I'm in a lot of, because if I'm in a very, see, first of all, I have a very high tolerance of pain, and that's good and bad. Because sometimes it has you still moving around and doing stuff when you should have been checked yourself in or something like that. So I always know I'm in the worst pain when it either makes me gag like I'm gonna throw up or throw up. I always know that the pain is just because my body, or when the pain is so bad that when I feel relief from it, I'm exhausted. Like my body's telling me it's fighting like crazy. Whenever I'm in terrible pain and it go away and I feel like I could just pass out, I know your body is fighting. Like it's fighting. That's what I've learned. Like with my body, I've learned the signs. Like yeah. So when I think of anything that's so it make you feel like you're gonna vomit, I'm like, oh, that's bad. Because I've had pain so bad. That I'm like, I'm in so much pain. I feel like I'm oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, black coffee is supposed to help with like asthma or headaches or something. It's one of those things. But I'm just talking straight black coffee. Yeah, you do. You do. You do. Laughter brings life. Stress takes away life. And the saddest part is stress takes away life faster than laughter brings more life. So you better just get something to laugh. I mean, everything ain't gonna be a laughing matter. Everything ain't, you know what I mean? Everything ain't funny. But you got to enjoy life. You gotta be alive. We gotta stop just living. Tunnel vision living. You gotta be alive. You gotta be alive. You can't be stuck in something. When you got it out, why don't you feel any better? What is it you're waiting for? What are you waiting for? For real. You gotta live. You have to. You have to enjoy what you have while you have it. That's it. Is that too much to ask for? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Love me like you do. Okay, coffee does. Well, e fuck. I don't give a fuck. I know that's right. I know that's right. I like that e fuck. Mm-hmm. That's good. Can y'all? Not yet. You know, that's how they'll answer you on YouTube too, Coins Mom. Like, am I blocked? Not yet. Not yet. Like, first of all, what you think you're gonna hold me on the line? That's what these people think around here. They got you on a line. They just got me held by the hood. Get up out of here. Get up out of here. You ain't blocked yet. And then it's always that person coming in, just like how Coins Mom coming in. Am I blocked? Can anybody see me? And put 80 comments in there. You know you ain't blocked. I done put your comment. Look, even if people, they'll be asking, and they'll still be asking. They comment be on the screen. Am I blocked? Do y'all see me? You be like, I think you want to be seen. It is what is I say. That should be. I'm telling y'all, if y'all pay attention to half of what I said last night, somewhere, in some live, somebody said one of them things. I just changed it'd be something so petty. You be like, wait, you mad at them because of that? Why is you mad about that? Yeah, that's what I had to do. Mm-hmm. That's a blessing. Right. E-fog. I like that though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys. I don't know. Like I said, I'm making chicken tacos today. That's really about it. I was gonna do that yesterday, make chicken tacos. And I end up not making chicken tacos yesterday, so I'm gonna definitely make them today. Do some chicken tacos. We're chilling, trying my best to make sure nothing comes up, so I can go at 5 o'clock and go live. But yeah, that's it. Not on anything else. I'm just chilling for the day. I'm chilling. It's still early. Hold on, let me see. I didn't even hear my phone call. I'm just saying, peace and cues. Oh, you got it from Wish? Um, mm-hmm. Check Amazon. They got everything. I need that shirt too. Come on, this one. Ooh, beef tips and rice. Oh, that sounds good. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're gonna have to get somebody to just a new normal. That's all. You know what I'm saying? But don't. But I know sometimes we'll still try, but sometimes we just can't. But I was gonna say, just make sure you're not doing what you can't. Just then, if you come out of commission, you can't be there to him and be there for him. Um, and definitely. Well, hopefully your grandson can come and help be hands on. Come stay a little while. Oh, okay, it's right by where you got to pick up your meds. Smart thinking. Smart thinking. Okay, so what's that pizza? Mm-hmm. Oh wow, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. It really is. You gotta count what you got. Stop thinking about what you don't. Mm-hmm. I've just learned what made me say Amazon is I've just learned it seems like everything you're looking for when you want to find it is right there at Amazon. I'm like, Amazon, what don't you have? What's not here? I need to know because they got everything. They even source with stores that they go. This just coming from their store, but Amazon got everything. Oh, it's a bake yourself. Ooh, sounds good. Look, sounds good. Okay, that does sound good though. Like I said, I was thinking this morning about making a smoothie. So I just drank that. So like I said, my appetite is not, but I was thinking about making a smoothie. I'm having tacos later. Yeah, I think I'm gonna change them tacos to just this the kernels I found on the carpet yesterday and some popcorn. But I can't lie, y'all. I love when, like I said, home style. And sometimes I do the home style and I add a little olive oil. Like, that's one of my favorites. We have this popcorn. It's so fresh at the store on the corner, and it's a $2 bag, and it's movie theater popcorn. But it's so soft and fresh, and they have white cheddar, and then they have a hot one. The hot one good. I usually get that one too, but it's by Ventness too. Mm-hmm. He's a good relationship going behind his back, shopping up a storm. Say this whole thing. It's just still in the bag because I loved it so much. I just left it in that bag just so I could remember how good it felt when I bought it. Receipt falling out from yesterday. But oh, I got rid of this. I thought I got rid of this. Really? Hmm. Yeah. Might as well pay less on it from Wish. True. Mm-hmm. Great and green. I seen a couple of you did some today or yesterday. I need to go back in there. I'm trying. That's why yesterday when I saw on my phone, it popped up food from 2020. You know what I mean? In my thing, and then I posted. I was like, 'cause I need to get on IG more. Come on more. So usually I pop in and I'll see, oh, somebody's thing, and I'll look and I'll like it and stuff like that. But I need to get on it more. But yes, I have been seeing that food. Yes. And when the channels are one of the things I want people's recipe. If they want to come up and make it, I want them to come up because all I gotta do is give you the link. You come up, you can make it, you can show up, you can send videos of you making it, you can whatever. Because it's food. Yeah, Amazon is definitely addictive. I feel like every week I have something coming from Amazon. Oh, you gotta go to the grocery store. Well, go on ahead. Like I said, I'm getting ready to make a smoothie. I'm getting ready to make a smoothie because I'm gonna look up and it's gonna be 5 o'clock. Because that's how fast it goes. So, well, everybody at work is probably like, I hope it does. I hope we do just look up and it's 5 o'clock. It's not too many great places for the shopping experience, is it? And I don't like going store to store to store to store for the same thing and it's not nowhere. I just don't like that feeling either. Oh yeah, stuffed peppers, delicious, delicious. Stuffed peppers are good. I told you one of the cooks at my job make these jalapenos with cream cheese wrapped in bacon. Delicious, delicious. Hot peppers, yeah, jalapeno peppers stuffed with cream cheese. So they don't like baked them and they put the cream cheese in it, then they wrap it in the bacon and put it on the grill. Fine. Yeah, prime is the best. So you better make it how he said he wanted to. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Virgie, I don't know. But I'm off. But my stomach was like, oh my goodness. I never do it and go to work and then wait. One of the things that's worse in work at work. It's like when the pinto beans are a certain way I like them. I'll grab some and some nacho chips and I put a little mozzarella in it and some giardiniera peppers and I'll be snacking on it. Man, I was like, why did you do this in your stomach? It's bubbling from the smoothie. But like I said, I would have became shit break. I live around the corner from my job. I would have just had to run home. I just would have to run home. I'm telling you. That's what I was thinking. Like, oh no. But today I'm at home. That's why I was gonna make one this morning. And I figured if I made it this morning, it'll kick in, by early afternoon instead of me drinking it before I go to work and then going straight to work from drinking it. I love the Mexican grocery store. I mess with them a lot, especially the seasonings and stuff. Oh, I've never had stuffed cabbage. You definitely gonna have to send me that recipe when on the other channel, or you're gonna definitely have to come and do it. Or send me pictures or something, send me the ingredients, like I said, the recipe, and I'll do it. I definitely try. I love cabbage. Mm-hmm. Really? Hard peanut butter. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, and I don't. I eat more vegetables than I do fruit. Because one of the things you're gonna catch, and you'll see me doing it all the time, like a kale. I'm gonna eat broccoli all the time. You know what I mean? Green peppers, I'm always gonna use. So when it comes that way, I'm gonna go to vegetable line. But like fruit, not really. I like fruit, but like I said, I like fresh fruit. But one of the things about fresh fruit is you gotta eat it quick or it go bad. So I can't buy tons of it. Mute before you food. Heck yeah, else you'll be on the biggest clips ever. The biggest clips of your bah that you ever heard in your life. Ooh, that stuff cabbage sounds good. Y'all got me now. Y'all got me wanting cabbage. And the other day I was thinking about cabbage and corned beef. For real. Like really. Like really. Yeah, I keep saying stuff with cabbage. I'll get my cabbage mind on. Look at getting my cabbage mind open. And I got some turkey tips. I think I'll make those next week. Wait, who plots while online? Is that a trick question? I do. Did you hear? Did you hear? I got a little. Wait, hold on. I was definitely plotting about food. About food, y'all. I was on some good stuff. I was plotting on food. A veggie smoothie. But what veggies gonna be good together? That's what I said. We gotta talk ideas. I gotta get to. I gotta get getting this food talk all over on the foodie channel. I need the doggone. Oh yeah, I do too, and I haven't had it in a while. And that's why I was like, I kind of really want some cabbage and corned beef. I really do. I really do. Love ya. See ya. All right, guys. I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Wayne. Shortcuts this time. Man, it sound like it's good. You know, when people want it that way, you know it's the best way too. So I'm like, sound good. Now y'all got me wanting cabbage. I hate when I start craving something. Pinterest for smooth. Okay, Christine, I'm gonna check that out. Google, Pinterest, or YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna check it out, and I'm gonna see with the veggies. I'm gonna really check that out because, like I said, I know with the kale, I know I want to go to the store and I want to get some like flax seeds and some different stuff to try to put in it for healthier and for better. But like I said, if I could do a veggie one and add a fruit in it, like I want to see how that tastes too. I definitely want to try them. But I love peanut butter, and I'm like that peanut butter powder might work. Because one thing about peanut butter, I love it, but when you go on peanut butter crazy, it's very fatty, very fatty. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing I plan to do too is also go to restaurants in different cultures, order something on the menu, screenshot what's in there, or you could always just go to a menu and do it, whatever. But like in the menu, and then make it. Try to duplicate it because I don't know how it tastes, so I know what taste I'm looking for and try to do it. So, and I want to do all them Japanese. I'm going to everybody's restaurant. I want to see all of it. Take y'all to some of the best hood spots out here. Little treasures, little secrets, and you could go there. You don't have to worry about because you can't. That's not gonna happen to you if you went to go get. Just go get something to eat. Shit. Like definitely, it's all foodie. It's foodie up in here. We fooding it. We fooding it. Healthy stuff. Take y'all to a vegan burger spot that's down in the theater district downtown, historical park, where all them theaters are. And you have all that stuff going on downtown. But there's a vegan burger spot off the chain, Black Bean Burger. They got some good burgers. It's vegan, but yeah, lots of food. We got lots of foodies, lots of food talks to have. Okay, okay. Smoothies, healthy eating, you know, juicing. I want to talk about it all, like the different. Like I said, I want to learn more about food. We've had love hate relationships. I've been good to it. It's been good to me. We've been bad to each other. I mean, we've had it all. We've done it all. Done it all. Done it all. Me and food. I still love it so much. Still a foodie, and I'm proud of it. But yeah, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and I will see you later. Thank you. Thank you, Mama Ann. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Susan. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and laughing and enjoying this Tuesday morning with me. Thank you. Thank you for enjoying each other. Don't forget to send love to each other. Send some good vibes. Send some prayers if you're a prayer warrior for each other. That's one thing we all stand in the need of is love, prayers, and respect. I don't know nobody who don't need that. So I'm glad we giving it to each other. Man. Now you want me to see this when you're done? Are we getting pictures? Are we getting pictures? I need to know. Christina, but I will be looking on Pinterest and Google and YouTube for these recipes. I definitely will. Like I said, I'm gonna try different ones, and once I figure out like what I like in smoothies, then I'll make them consistently every day. But right now, it's the experiment game. Like I said, I got every fruit you could have. I got the mango, I got the passion fruit, I got strawberries, I got bananas, I got blueberries, I got I got them all. I got my kale definitely because that's going in every last one of them. It must be a part of it. Here's my kale. But all right, guys, I will get back at it. Mmm. I definitely was there. I definitely was there. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and go make this smoothie. I'll make this smoothie, then take all bumpy. Like I said, it was cold when I woke up, but I think it's about 50 degrees or something. I don't know. Maybe 40. I don't know. Let me look while I'm guesstimating on Chicago. Um then I'm gonna take him for a little walk. It's 39 degrees. I'm almost there. It's 39 degrees. Um, but yeah, then I'm gonna take him for a little walk, and I will see you guys later. What's my crazy guy mama saying before I go? Wow. Yes. What? I love when older people still have a sense of humor. It just makes my day. It really does. Peace all. Have a good one. See ya. See ya later. See ya later. See ya later.